don't see why this has to be a family affair.
We're here to support you. I want it to be a family affair.
Why did you just say affair?
Please don't say affair.
Why are you upset? You're the one who had the affair, not her.
Out.
What?
Out of the cafe.
Really?
Can we please get his check? Yes, really, get out. My family, especially dear old Uncle Ed here, has to make everything a family affair. Baseball games, family dinner every day, report cards, me getting into college, me flunking out of college, and now my divorce. Typical.
I know you're doing this just because you're upset, but I want you to know...
Leave!
Where do you want me to go?
I don't care, take a walk around the block. Oh God, it's Rose.
Well, you both did agree to meet here at this time, at this place to sign these papers. Be more of a problem if she didn't show up.
Leave!
Ed, this is my house, and this is my kitchen, and this is my dad, Dave. And this is me trying to tell him something, only I'm having a hard time because...
Coffee ready up?
Yeah, Dad. So, I've been meaning to tell you something, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
So, I met this girl at college.
Oh, she a friend of yours?
Yeah, I mean, like a really good friend, I guess.
Well, that's fair enough, sweetheart.
There's this girl. She's been my best friend since diapers. I've been with her through every single guy. First there was Michael in the 8th grade, who broke up with her through text. Then there was Jim, who was gay. Then there was the football player, who cheated on her. Then there was Ryan, who was emotionally unstable. Then there was the football player. Again. Guess what happened? Again. And now there's Christopher, who's all right, and her fiance. And I'm here, and I'm so in love with her. And I'm going to watch her walk down the aisle to the wrong guy tomorrow. And it's going to kill me.
This is my husband. His name is Nathan, Private Nathan Oliver, and he has a very important job in the military, and I'm very proud. But I can't know where he is or what he's doing for months at a time, so I can't talk to him. And it's been 5 months since I've seen him, so I have some very big news. And he's going to call me in 15 minutes.
Now, this is all very interesting, but something a little more interesting is happening 93.96 million miles from here. The sun just went out. But it's not immediate. See, the end isn't immediate. Not here. Most people think that light is immediate. Well, it's not. Actually, it takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds for light from the sun to reach the earth, which means we've got just about 8 minutes until closing time. What would you do if you knew?
That is such BS.
You know what?
No.
Attention, patrons of this universe. Turns out we're closing up shop early tonight. The end times have been bumped up to 3:45. We apologize for this inconvenience.
8 minutes? 8 minutes? I can't. I have 8 minutes left on this planet, in this life. I don't want to spend it with Uncle Ed and my mother. I want to spend it with... I thought I had to deal with her for the next 50 years, but 8 minutes. I can do 8 minutes. I'm sorry. I should have never been with anyone but you.
I should have never left you.
I should have never made you leave. I loved you from the minute I first saw you.
Even these past few months?
Of course these past few months. I loved you all my minutes, and I want to spend these next 8
At 6.
minutes with you. Rose, from our first minute to our last.
We said we'd spend the rest of our lives together.
I'm glad you're here with me, at the end of all things.
8 minutes? 8 minutes to tell him something I haven't been able to for 18 years. 8 minutes. How do I even begin to explain to him everything that's been stuck, everything that's been hidden for too long? How do I make him understand something I couldn't understand? I could never understand until I met her.
Well, kid.
Dad! You don't interrupt me! Don't interrupt me when I only have 8 minutes and I have so much to say to you.
Well, kid, I don't understand.
Dad! I'm gay! For one thing, I'm in love with a girl and now the world is ending. God, Dad, I love her so much. I can't eat, I can't sleep, knowing that there's this girl that I love with everything that I am, and you'll never know. God! You'll never know!
Listen, kid, it's gonna be okay, alright? It's gonna be okay.
The world is literally ending. It's not gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
No, she's right. It's really not.
I'll need a cup of coffee. One for yourself, too.
Yeah, hey Jill, are you doing okay? Oh, okay, well I guess none of us are really doing okay, but you know, listen, I need to tell you something. I haven't thought this through for the first time in my life. I haven't thought something through, but I don't have time. I don't have time to think through everything that could go wrong, everything that it could ruin, all the repercussions. There are no repercussions. Listen, before the lights go out, I want to tell you that I love you. And I know you love someone else, that you always have loved someone else, but I've always loved you, and doesn't that count for something? I couldn't stand the thought of us going our entire lives without you knowing that I do and always have loved you. I'm not asking you to call me back. I'm not asking you to love me back. I just thought you should know.
8 minutes? But I don't have 8 minutes. He's calling me in 15 minutes. I don't get to tell him everything. I don't get to tell him anything. Nothing but more silence from him. I don't get to tell him that he's going to be a dad. He'll never know he has a daughter. I don't get to tell him that I wish he didn't leave, that I'm proud of him. God, I'm so proud of him. But it isn't fair. He doesn't just get to go off and save the world and leave me here, alone, waiting for him to come back. Sometimes, if I close my eyes very tight and concentrate very hard, I can pretend that he's already here, that he came this morning, and he's in the kitchen making lunch, and I just forgot. 8 minutes? I wouldn't have let him leave if I knew that this war would last longer than this world would. I wouldn't have let him leave if I knew that we'd never get back all the time it stole. It was for us! The promise of more time, the promise that even though he isn't here now, he will be. But now that time is stolen too. They stole walking our kids to school. They stole baseball games and dance recitals. They stole driving lessons and prom night. They stole wedding and retirement and grandchildren. They stole our lives. But it's okay. Because he's already here. He came this morning. He's in the kitchen. He's making lunch. And I just forgot.
Time's up. But you don't get a last call. They just made that part up. In real life, there's no warning. There's no time for goodbyes. They didn't know.
Yeah?
Never mind.
Hey Jill, I just want to let you know I'm really excited to see you at your big day tomorrow.
Tarsa Farahani is the good neighbor. A major theme was pointed out at the beginning of the movie with the discussion of a British study. In this study, subjects were told that strangers would be following them for a few weeks. These strangers would not drastically alter their daily lives, but would slightly change their daily routines.
They will not drift you astray from your daily routine, but change a few details of it. You'll hardly even notice anything different. Sound easy enough?
It works for me.
Wonderful! See you in a few weeks.
Good evening, love. How was orientation?
Orientation's a strong word. All we do is sit and listen to the researchers tell us about the study. But, beside the point, it was all right. It was all right as 7 hours of explaining an experiment can be.
So what exactly is it that you have to do?
Nothing at all. They're paying me $5,000 to go about my normal life while strangers jog down my street and drive next to me. As if I could tell if we were a paid instructor or a random stranger, let alone be able to tell the impact they're having on my life.
Well, if that's the case, then it should be easy money.
I can imagine so.
All right, then. I'm off to bed. Good night.
Good night. God for lunch break.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
No, go right ahead.
My name's Oliver.
Okay, Oliver, Jason.
Nice to meet you.
It's a lovely restaurant.
It's so nice when you come here.
Food is so good.
Hi, can I get you guys anything for dessert?
I'm sorry, but haven't we met before somewhere?
I'm sorry, I don't think so.
Well, my apologies.
So, no dessert then?
No, thank you.
Have a nice night.
Well, I was saying, this was an amazing dinner. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Jason, how's it going?
Doing all right, and yourself?
I'm good. Have you met Oliver yet?
Yeah, in fact, we had lunch the other day, but can't say I know much about you, Oliver.
He actually started the day you were gone last week. You participated in some study.
Oh, is that so? Well, glad you could join the team.
Yeah.
There she is.
Ew.
The woman from the restaurant. I knew she looked familiar. She's been jogging around here a lot lately.
Honey, you're delusional. That's Marcy. She just moved in down the street. She's in college and she works at campus. She's a real nice girl. I've talked to her a few times when you were at work.
Wait, you don't think she could be one of those strangers following me around, right?
What? No. I told you, she moved in a few days before your experiment even started. She's in college. You're overthinking it. I think you should get to sleep.
Yeah, you're probably right.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, Oliver, I'm actually glad you sat here. I had a few questions I wanted to ask you.
Oh, yeah. Why?
You started here, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago on the dot, in fact.
Well, it's just that I was gone that day doing some research for a study. It's odd that you happened to start the same day.
Oh, well, coincidence and all that. Nothing no one could predict.
Yeah, I guess so, but it's just that the study involves people I've never met following me around, interfering with my life. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
No. How could I? Before 2 weeks ago, I didn't even know you existed.
But wouldn't that be the idea? You've never met me, but you're told to follow me. Get in my head. Is that it, Oliver?
Look, if you're suggesting I'm following you, I gotta go.
can follow me around, but I can't be the slightest bit curious as to what she's doing following me around.
For Christ's sake. Hey, Marcy.
Oh, hi, Renee.
I know you're busy stretching and all, but it just occurred to me that you've never met my husband. Well, why don't you come inside and I can get you some water?
Oh, you're no bother. I was just about finished anyways.
Marcy, this is my husband, Jason.
So nice to meet you.
I'll let you two talk for a minute while I get your water.
Your wife talks about you all the time. She's made you seem like such a great guy. I've been dying to meet you.
It's not like you didn't have plenty of opportunities to meet me before.
Excuse me?
Oh, cut the act! I know who hired you. I know you've been following me. Don't act like this is the first time you've seen me.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
shut it! You've been jogging around here nearly every day. For what? To survey my house? My neighborhood? To find the quickest ways in and out of the area after you play your silly mind games? Is that it?
I'm sorry, sir. I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about. Running helps me think. I've done it every day since the 8th grade.
And what about the restaurant? Waiting on my wife and I anniversary? To watch us more? How sick are you?
My sister, my twin, is a waitress. I spoke to her about you and your wife, and she said she thought she remembered serving you. I meant to tell Renee about how small of a world it was, but it never came up. I've never met you before today, I swear.
Like my story.
So I couldn't find any inside, so I had to go to the garage. Jason, what have you done?
I told her she's not smarter than me. I'm not letting these sick researchers get to me. Whatever their cruel plan was, it won't work on me!
I'm so sorry.
I don't know what the hell has gotten into you, but you better fix yourself quickly, or you're leaving until you can get yourself back together.
What the hell did you do to Oliver yesterday?
I did nothing! Let him know his plan wasn't working.
Plan what plan? He's been here 2 weeks, for Christ's sake.
The researchers told me people would follow me, and they thought I wouldn't be smart enough to find them. But I did! He's one of them!
Wait, you think Oliver was paid by these guys to follow you?
He's made it pretty obvious, hasn't he? Started here the same day I was gone, trying to befriend the guy who sits alone at lunch, talking about me to everyone else. And I can't prove it, but I'm sure I've seen him shopping in the same store at the same time as me.
Look, I don't know what's gotten into you, but that's ridiculous. I've known Oliver since high school. He's a good person. I got him the job. I told him about you, and he has a hard time making friends, so I thought you could talk to him, considering you don't exactly have a lot of friends here either. Now he's convinced you hate him and can't get himself to talk to anyone. As if his anxiety weren't bad enough already starting a new place, you made it even worse.
You want to believe him? Go right ahead. When it's proven I'm right, we'll see what those years of friendship with him mean.
You're sick.
I talked to Marcy today. She said she hasn't run for the past 3 days. She's devastated that she could hurt someone like you before even meeting you.
Renee, listen.
No, you listen. If you're so ignorant as to how much you've hurt this girl, then fine. Be that way. Go tomorrow and tell those researchers how you've outsmarted them. I am done trying to prove myself.
Wait, Renee.
No!
Plus the only friend I had at work. My wife is afraid of me. I emotionally scarred a young college girl. A new coworker of mine is now afraid of his job. It's all because of his dad's study!
Jason, what happened? Why'd you hurt these people?
You think I meant to? Of course I didn't mean to! I was too caught up in trying to find the people you sent to follow me and figure out what they were doing and I got so paranoid about it. I thought innocent people were following me, trying to mess with my head. I didn't even notice what the real people were doing to interfere with my life. So I guess after all this, I failed the purpose of your study.
After a few weeks, the researchers interviewed the subjects. The twist, however, was that there were no strangers following these subjects at all. This proved that people look for what they want to see.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hi, honey, I'm home. I'm telling you, that waiter was definitely a Scorpio. He was all friendly one moment, but as soon as the man left the room, he turned into a completely different guy.
I think you mean he was a Gemini.
Huh?
The whole two-faced act, it's a Gemini thing.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have gotten confused. I was reading about astrology before I left the house.
You were reading about astrology because I happened to mention something about it on the phone earlier, were you?
Of course not. That would be ridiculous.
I'm sure.
Well, here we are. I hope it isn't too soon for me to say this, but I'd really like to see you again sometime soon.
Is that so?
Yeah, you and I seem really similar somehow. I don't usually meet people who connect with so well, so quickly. And even if I do, they don't look anything like you.
And what's that supposed to mean?
You know, great smile, beautiful face.
Watch it. If you keep talking like that, I might think she's being too forward.
I'm not sure it's a bad thing.
Good night.
Good night. Hey, Elle, you,
It's so good to see you.
You too. It's been too long.
I know. How long are you in town for?
A little over a week. My job loves sending me on random errands around the country. I don't mind really when I have the opportunity to travel.
You're lucky. I wish my job made me travel places.
You have enough saved up. Take a week off. Fly to Paris.
I wish.
You never do anything for yourself. All you do is go to work and come home. I'm surprised you took time off to have lunch with me.
Hey, for your information, I happen to have gone on a date last night. One of the best dates I've ever been on, actually.
Out of anyone you've been with, ever.
I don't know, there was just something so unique about it. The conversation was so interesting. We meshed instantly. Stan's just very likable.
Likeable. Usually those sweet ones aren't too smart, though.
Actually, he's extremely intellectual, I swear. I've never met anyone who knows more about ancient Roman history or classic Russian literature than he does. And the real kicker, he isn't stuck up at all. Confident, maybe, but he's very sincere.
And he is single because...
I couldn't tell you. I may be speaking too soon, but I think I want to keep seeing him. What?
I can't believe you roped in a guy like that wearing an outfit like this.
Hey, we had this costume thing at work today because it's Halloween. I didn't go on my date dressed like this.
Okay, good, because he'd be crazy to stay.
Yeah, definitely isn't.
Alright, do you have a picture of this say-so?
I think we took one on our date if we find it.
I hate you, it's gorgeous.
I know, right?
You know, it's just that... Whatever. It can't be... Wait,
What is it?
I think your face is... Never mind, it probably wasn't even him anyway.
Yeah, probably just a coincidence.
Coincidence? Okay, so what do you have planned for the rest of this week?
Well, what time is it now? I have to get back to work.
As always.
See ya.
Alright, fine.
Hello?
Hi, Elle.
Yeah, who is this?
Sorry, it's Stan. I just couldn't sleep. I must have taken too much medication this morning and I accident. Every time that happens, I just can't seem to fall asleep.
Oh, well, sure, I could see that.
Look, I know it's late, but I figured you're the best person to call.
Well, I'm glad you see me that way. Is something wrong?
Oh God, of course not. No, I just, I wanted to hear your voice. It's soothing. Robbing a man of that voice for nearly 27 hours might make him go a little crazy.
Well, we have plenty of time to talk now. You can listen to me talk about whatever you'd Anything you choose.
Let's see. Talk about what we'll do on our next date.
I haven't even thought about it yet.
Come on. You haven't thought about me at all? Not even our next date? Surely I've been driving you crazy.
Only a little bit.
I knew it. Tell me everything. Spare nothing.
Well, I bought a new dress. It's black silk. I figured I'd wear that with stilettos.
If it's half as breathtaking as the floral dress was, I'll still suffocate.
What?
The floral dress you wore on our date.
Oh, right. Wait, come to think of it, I don't think I did wear a floral dress on our date.
Oh, details. I guess I was too distracted by other things.
Hey, this might seem like a bit of a random question, but were you by chance at Casa Noir for lunch today?
No, why?
That's odd. My friend said she saw someone in your spinning image who was sitting nearby.
Oh, so just because I say something about a flower in your hair, I'm following you and your friends on your lunch dates?
You didn't say anything about a flower in my hair.
Oh, whatever. Let's talk about something else.
Are you sure you weren't there at lunch today?
Elle, I think you're getting tired.
Why are you dodging my question?
I cannot believe you're being serious. For the last time, I was not sitting behind you at lunch today. And say I would have just hid my face behind a newspaper or something when Kathy told you to turn around. I would have actually come up and talked to you, maybe even sat down with you and...
Stan, I think I'm going to need you to hang up now.
Why is that?
Because I think you're lying to me and I have a very bad feeling about all of this.
Are you calling me a liar?
I barely know you. How am I supposed to know you're not an obsessive liar? You're feeding me all this information in an attempt to make the situation better and you're only making yourself look worse. I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Elle, I can
Fine,
explain.
I'll hang up. Just lose my number. I don't want to see you again.
Stupid! Of course you had to go and demolish the one glimmer of hope in your pathetic life! You were so careless! But Elle will understand she's not like the rest of them. She is your girlfriend. A woman of the damn same, of course she hates you now! She would never hate me. She loves me. She didn't actually find me at lunch. She didn't see me. You just want me to believe that. Yes, she did! You are just so stupid! Stupid, stop! I am not stupid. I would never be stupid enough to let anyone know what I was doing. If I were to check in on her, she'd never know. You were just messing with my head. She didn't actually find me. You just want me to believe that. Yes, everything makes sense now. Okay? Breathe. Breathe, Stan, breathe. You were just talking to yourself again. You never talked to her on the phone. She didn't find you. You can't give in to the delusion. Okay. Breathe.
Hey, sorry I'm late. I overslept.
It's okay, I haven't been here too long.
What have you been up to?
Oh, this and that. Have to leave town again in a few days to go to a work conference in Chicago.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to go. I've never been there before. I hear it's a mecca for culture, so I've been asking all my friends what I should do in my free time. Granted, I won't have lunch, but I just spent every extra month.
Yeah, sorry, I'm listening.
No, you seem sort of out of it. Everything okay?
I'm just distracted, is all. You get distracted sometimes, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose I do.
Anyway, continue.
No, I can't. What's going on?
Coming back to this restaurant has made me remember something I wanted to forget.
You're going to have to be more specific than that.
I think you were right about seeing Stan here last week. I think he was following me.
Wait, I wasn't trying to scare you there. There just happened to be a man that was sitting behind you that just looked like the picture you showed me.
That's what I thought too, but when we talked on the phone last night, the conversation got a little weird. I dismissed it at first thinking that I was just tired, that we were both just tired, but after a certain point I couldn't help but asking questions, and when you couldn't give me a straight answer, I knew something was up.
I genuinely think you're overreacting. about this. Even if it was him, I highly doubt he's stalking you.
Cal, he practically described my outfit, yet he swears he wasn't here last week. That doesn't strike you as odd?
It seems a little odd, but wait, what time is it?
A little after 1, I think.
Shoot, I'm gonna be late for a meeting. Talk more later?
Okay.
L is probably nothing.
Okay. See you later. What are you doing here?
I just got home from work.
What? You can't be here.
Is dinner ready? God, I'm famished.
Is what?
I guess I'll have myself in.
You need to leave.
And go where? I haven't even finished yet.
Well, you can take your supper to go.
I said I'm not finished yet. And when I sit down to dinner with my girlfriend,
Not even the police?
no one can take it away from me.
Not even men with guns? If I scream one more time, my neighbors will call them immediately. They know I live alone.
Why would you scream, baby? I'm your I always have been. I always will be. You are mine, and I love you. I love you. I even got you something. I knew this was your favorite. You wanna know how I knew this was your favorite? Well, because I know you better than anyone. I even know you better than you know yourself. I know what you like. I know what songs you whistle when you think you're alone. I even know the things you don't love. Hey, you don't have to be embarrassed. How am I supposed to know what's best for you if I don't even know you? I love you, baby. I love you.
Pardon me, man, but is this funeral?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good. The past 3 rooms have been weddings and baptisms, and I'm like, what does it take for a guy to found a funeral around here?
What's wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. I just like going to funerals.
Well, go to someone else's. This is only for me and for the person that I lost. I don't know you, and they definitely didn't know you.
You know how long it took me to find this? I had to sit through part of baptism.
I could care less. This is a private funeral, not for some funeral seeker freak like yourself.
Look, lady, I can't go to the weddings because they're too sappy, and at baptism, I always think someone's drowned in the name of Christ.
Fine, you can sit.
So, what are we mourning the loss of?
I am mourning the loss of my brother, William.
I can't just sit here and do nothing. That's just creepy.
Seeking funerals isn't creepy enough.
Not as creepy as you think. At least I don't wedding hop.
But why funerals? At least weddings you can play being happy for 2 strangers and not being sad for a dead person.
Well, I got nothing to be happy about. No one to lose or not. In this case, someone will lose.
Everyone has someone to lose.
Now me,
No friends?
not a one.
Oh, okay. Family?
I was adopted and then I was on my own.
Wow. So, you really have no one.
Yep. It's sad, I know, not having anyone to love or be loved by, no one to celebrate with. It's like, why can't I be the groom at a wedding with my family on one side and the woman I love in front of me, or at a baptism with my best friend who just had a kid and wants me to be the godfather, but since I don't have that, funerals suffice.
I didn't think of those things like that.
Well, when you're alone, you got a lot of time.
My name's Grace. Grace Reynolds.
Thanks.
This here was my older brother, William. He died of cancer. It finally got him.
Sorry for your loss, mister. All right, for your family.
We were adopted as well. It's always been me and him. We're really close. We always took care of each other. Him being the oldest thought I was supposed to get taken care of, always. Then when he first got sick, the roles were switched. Hospital visits, chemotherapy, the hits and misses. It's been a bumpy ride for the past 3 years.
Except I'm the like good guy. I wish I had someone like that to take care of or even be taken care of by. It must have been bad for you to go through.
Well, it wasn't all bad. We had to make the best of things. We did. He didn't let this kill his will to live. He was adventurous, exciting, ready to do anything he could no matter his condition.
How was he during his last days, if you're building a mask?
I don't. We were walking through the park on our way back from a doctor's visit looking for his ring. He said he lost it the last time we were out there, so we split up to look. I couldn't find it, so I went back to look for him, and I found him on the ground. I screamed. God, waiting those 10 minutes felt like 10 years when I brought him back. He was put on bed rest there where they could observe him. The chemo basically attacked his body. No, I can't. I have to because I never could think it without it feeling real. I know that if I say it out loud, it will become real. That's what I need.
Just take your time.
A week before, we were talking, and he reminded me of this pact we made 20 years ago. We were to write each other a letter, each telling something we don't know about the other person before we die. He gave me his and asked me not to read it when he was pronounced dead, but at his funeral. I haven't brought myself to read it.
Well, I just so happen to have a letter myself.
What?
Yeah, I got it 2 weeks ago. I've been paying more attention to the funerals I go to, hoping that the deceased was someone who cared enough to write me a letter, but I've read the first couple lines and it hasn't pertained to anyone, but I get the feeling to read it here with you and your letter, but only you.
Yes, it would be nice to have someone to go through this with.
On the count.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, man, just almost no.
No, this is Will's ring.
What?
The one he said he lost.
Are you sure?
Yes. Inscribed inside are his initials, mine, and something else.
Nice.
Wait. I think it says ST?
Like Stan Thomas?
That could just be a coincidence.
Alex, I have to read the reader letters.
They're the same. I think we should read this together. Dear Gracie, I know that this is going to be a rough time for you. It sucks that I have to go first at my age and looks at that. I just wanted you to at least crack a smile at that, so do it. But it seems like something went wrong with my body and cancer actually beat me. Darn it. Well, let me get to honoring this dear pact. So I've been doing some digging for Mom and Dad for the past month, right under your nose, and stumbled across something. Got in contact with Dad. I know I should have told you, but it was very limited communication with him. He really wanted to keep us, but didn't have the money to keep us around. He already lost Mom to a car crash and was barely getting by with 3 other mouths to feed. I heard his voice crack, then cry when he told me how he had to take us to the police station and not look back. Hearing us cry, he said, was the most heartbreaking thing to hear. 3 little cries.
I thought it was just you two.
So did I. 3 little cries were yelling, "Daddy, come back! Daddy!" I didn't know what he meant when there's 2 of us, so I asked him. He told me that there would be questions. He didn't know that we were separated. He was confused why I kept mentioning 2 when he said there were 3. He told me about how we had a younger brother named Stan. We never really got to meet him because we were separated when we were younger in the adoption. Sounds like from out of a movie, right? Well, I got in touch with him a couple of weeks ago and got to know him. He seemed like a lonely person when I was talking to him. I wrote him a letter just like how we have to write one for the pact we made, but I made it to where you guys would have to find each other. Some way, somehow in this city, I hoped and prayed you 2 would find each other in time. I realized that I wouldn't be there for the reunion, so I did this. Gracie, I hope you'll forgive me for leaving you in the dark like this, but I just had to reach out to him in the time that I was borrowing. Make sure you have him at my funeral because I want you 2 to know that it sucks to mourn the loss of a loved one when it's just someone by themselves. I believe there should be at least 2 people at a funeral to mourn a loss so they can lean on each other for support and know they're not alone. Gracie, make sure you tell Stan hi for me and that I'm sorry I couldn't do it in person. Sincerely, your brother, William Thomas. P.S. One of you better say, "Dearly beloved, we have gathered here."
You need a sister, but also.
Yes, but here's the thing. You're not alone anymore. No more going to funerals to feel sadness and loneliness. You have me now. Well, brother, I think you should do the honors.
I think we should say it together.
Dearly beloved, we have gathered here today.
It's another vacation to you, but you're going to be gone like the entire summer. You're practically the only person I talk to in the whole of humanity, so yeah, it's going to be hard for me. I guess I would just sit in my room doing nothing, as always. No, Lily, I'm totally kidding. Lily, try and have a good time in Paris. Uh-huh. Yeah. You too. I love you too. Call me when you land. Okay. Bye.
Well, you going to sleep soon? Willow, did you hear me?
Yeah, Mom, I just, what did you say?
All right, you sound a bit...
Yeah, I thought I saw something.
Honey, you're probably just tired. I know you have your Facebook and, what is it, Tumble and whatnot. Stay up until all hours in the morning now.
I cannot even. Mom, you did not just say tumble. Please get out of my room.
Fine, but you really should get more sleep in case you want to do anything tomorrow.
With who, Mom? Lily's probably already in Paris by now. I don't think you have to worry about me having plans.
You could always do the grocery shopping with me. I'll be out of the house all day tomorrow. Meetings for the company, so I'll have to leave early in the morning.
No, that's okay.
Yes, that would be the answer. Well, I'll see you later tomorrow then. Good night, Will. Mwah. For gosh sakes, get some sleep.
I don't know why it matters. 17 years. She should know by now that I don't have plans or anything. Nothing ever happens to me. reflection Yeah, that's my reflection. Just my reflection. Hey, Lily? Yeah, okay, so I know everyone says this in every horror movie and then they always get brutally murdered, but the weirdest things have been happening to me. Lily? Lily, are you there?
Your friend can't hear.
What do you mean she can't hear me?
She doesn't exist.
She's my best friend, of course she exists.
Not here, she doesn't.
Okay, I've already dialed 911, but if you give me some answers, I'll be sure to tell them nice things about the intruder in my room.
911. For emergencies here, you call 119.
That's impossible. Did you do this? Tell me, who are you?
Name's Jack. And you are?
It's Willow. What's going on here?
You're in another world.
Oh, okay, so you don't know.
You probably came through that mirror there.
Okay, so now you're messing with me.
Listen, you wanted me to explain, so I'm going to. You see, mirrors are like the world's greatest magicians. Even when you think you've rationalized all the games they play in your eyes, even for a second you begin to question your sanity. And trust me, that's never fun. The reason mirrors deceive us is because every time you or anyone looks in the mirror, you think you see your reflection. But have you ever looked in the mirror and noticed something a little bit off? Made you feel a little unnerved?
Well, yeah. I mean, no, I don't know. No, it's nothing.
It's not nothing, Willow. Because your reflection isn't always your reflection. Sometimes it's another you in a parallel world, just like this one.
No, that doesn't make any sense. There can't be parallel worlds. I would know if things were different.
You're right. You would notice, and you do. Everyone that's ever looked in a mirror has had a moment where something seems a little off. Maybe it's when you first turn on the lights. You catch a glimpse on the other side of the world. You dismiss it to your eyes adjusting to the lights. You forget about it. Or maybe it's when the lights are still off. You see a shadow where there shouldn't rationally be one.
Why a mirror?
Think of mirrors as doors. You can either look at a door or you can go through it. Now, people usually only look at a mirror, but because of its reflective properties, it can open when two of the same person are looking at it from both sides.
Okay, so let's say you're telling the truth, and I'm not saying you are. How did I get here then? You can't very well walk through a mirror.
You didn't physically come through the mirror. Your worlds were just accessible when the two of you looked at the mirror on both sides. Do you know what time this happened?
This is insane. I don't know, 2 in the morning, I guess?
Naturally, the veil between worlds is usually weakest between the hours of 12 and 3 a.m., so if you and your counterpart were looking in the mirror at that time, it would have been relatively easy for you two to cross over.
Oh my God, Jack, I just remembered something I can't believe.
Yes, I know. Finding out you're not the only humans in this massive universe is quite humbling.
Yeah, whatever, humans are arrogant. I remembered something I can't believe I forgot last night when I was looking in the mirror. My reflection, stopped doing the same actions. It was the weirdest thing.
Good luck rationalizing that one. Your reflection stopped being your reflection when you and your counterpart looked at the mirror at the same time.
Oh, how do I get back to my world?
You believe in that?
I mean, a stranger in my bedroom. You could have killed me by now, especially since 911 isn't a thing. Instead, you took the time to explain this elaborate, insane concept to me, so yeah, I believe you.
No one's ever believed me before. They've all run away, but you stayed.
So you do this often then? Explain the whole parallel world thing to people?
I try to anyways.
Well then, I know you told me your name, Jack, but who are you?
I'm sort of a guide, I guess you could say.
So, you're human, right? Wow, I never thought I'd have to ask anyone that question.
Yes, Will, I'm human.
Good. I don't know how much more of this I could take. So, how can you travel so easily then, if you're human?
That's a long and complicated story.
Okay. Well, Jack, are we just gonna ignore the fact that you're technically holding me hostage here until you can tell me how to get out?
Okay, so it all started when I was born at 12:34 in the morning.
Okay.
Now 12:34 a.m. is unique because of its chronology and the fact that it's between the hours of 12 and 3 a.m. Now, my mother explained this all to me when I got older, but when she was in the birthing suite, there was a mirror on the other side of her bed. She happened to look at it at exactly that time, 12:34 a.m., and her counterpart did the same. They started to cross into each other's worlds, and I was born in that space in between. I'm able to cross worlds so easily because the in-between is my first home. I don't have a world of my own.
Wow, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, neither do I. I've never really gotten this far.
Well then, it's not every day I get to see an entire new universe. Why don't you, show me around?
Yeah, I guess that's what a guide should do. Well, look at the window here. The skies are orange here.
Oh my God, the grass is blue and, wait, are those birds? No, they're too big.
Those are saffras. They're like dragons, but cuddlier.
Ugly dragons, you have to be kidding me.
Come on, Willa. I know your eyes deceive you and all, but I mean, there's no way you're that blind.
Okay, shut up, I'm experiencing blue grass and cuddly dragons for the first time. Give me a second to process.
Did you know humans can fly here?
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Come on, I can show you.
Wait. Jack, if I go out there and somehow start to fly, I know I'll never want to go back. For so long, nothing's happened to me. And even though I had an entire world of wonders to explore, I wanted there to be more. This is the more I've always dreamt of. But I have to know how to get back to my world. Will you show me how?
No.
No. Why?
No one's ever believed me for it. They've all run away. I don't want you to leave because you're so much less annoying than the rest of humanity.
Wow, thanks. I am honored.
You're welcome. I'm still not telling you how to get back.
Listen, Jack, a person would have to be more insane than you to pass this up. A world with orange skies where humans can fly. That's several books and movies. Now it's real. But I need to know how to get back to my world. My mom is there. My best friend doesn't even exist in this universe. Will you show me how?
Fine. I'm gonna have to go through the mirror and get the other you from the other world, and you're gonna have to look at the mirror at the same time as her. Do you know what time it is?
Almost noon?
Great. Well, the walls between your worlds are strongest now, so you wouldn't be able to pass through. We're gonna have to wait at least 12 hours.
Who said I wanted to leave so soon?
Excuse me?
I only wanted to leave because I didn't want to feel trapped here. Not here, not anywhere. That being said, I'm definitely not ready to leave so soon. My mom's out for the day, and besides, I want to freaking fly.
Okay, well, let's go.
Okay, well then, Jack, for the next 12 hours, I am all yours. Show me this universe.
Reason, there's no scheduled time. Sometimes my body decides to fall apart. With one hush of a friend or whisper from an enemy, I can dissolve myself into paranoia without a glance back. All I can do is sit and watch as I feel my psyche slip from my grasp and spiral out of my control. Everything I laughed at, every friend I hugged, every smile across my face that day, every word, every conversation, they don't mean anything.
When my thoughts attack me, I don't care what you said to me an hour ago. I'm sorry, but one text message won't fix it. You can't put a Band-Aid over a bullet hole and expect me not to bleed out. Yes, I'm aware that phone calls and text messages should help, and they help my friends, but other people aren't what make me this way. It's my body that decided that it's not... They say we accept the love we think we deserve. I wish I could say I deserve an entire world of love at these times, but I can't. I wish I could say I'm always myself or never myself, but I can't. It just doesn't matter what logically I deserve when I feel like this. All that matters are the thoughts that, like a parasite, infect my brain and consume me alive. One night I dissolve like salt into my tears. The others, I am left empty, emotionless, hollow, and my brittle bones can't support my sullen figure. I waste away, wondering where the fire went. Who put it out? Was it me? Did I do something wrong? Why can't I feel? Why can an hour go by and suddenly I can't tell what my favorite color is anymore because they all look gray to me? Why do I try to write about anxiety I was experiencing less than an hour ago and I can barely feel pain? I want to scream. I want to cry. I want to collapse in on myself and never think or feel, be again. And then everything is still. I stare straight ahead into a darkness so complete it feels like I'm floating and I think I may start crying. But I don't, because something is holding me back and it keeps my tears dangling at the edge of a cliff when I'd rather just fall. My heart is trying to tear itself out of my chest because it can't fill the hollow space. It's not big enough! I can't be this empty anymore. I can't. I can't.
As inexplicably as I collapse, I regain my strength. I try not to think about it too hard. Sometimes the body just does what it has to. I'm just glad the worst is over for now. I can get back to my real life, a life where all I have to do is be happy, which some days is hard, and others the weight on my shoulders is lifted by some inexplicable force. Some days I can go to school, I can take the tests, I can do the homework, and it's all easy. I like to imagine that this is what everyone's lives are like. That if I weren't diseased, I would always feel this way. But I know that's wishful thinking. Real life people have nights like I do, whether they're diagnosed or not. Real life people aren't perfect. They all have trenches below their surfaces I'll never get to see. And I don't have to see them to know that they're there. I see the water, I see the waves, and I know if I can see smoke, then there's fire. friends like to visit in little red lines. Sometimes they stay for a while, and sometimes they disappear before I wake. My friends are like tic-tac-toe boards that cover my body. They like it when I play their games, maybe because I always lose. My friends are always with me, and they'll never abandon me, even when I forget to play their games, even when I don't want to anymore. Even when they've healed over and I put them behind me. They're my constant. They're my play. They're my friends. They will never leave me, and I will never be able to leave them.
It's 1:30 a.m. I'm awake when my classmates are asleep. They like to reveal themselves. They like to say hello at the reddest of times, at the bluest of moments. None of my classmates get to see them. I won't let them. I always hide them like a dirty secret. Because it's 1:30 a.m. I'm supposed to be asleep, and I'm not.
It's always a shock when I wake and find the marks on my body. Somehow I never thought my illness could be so tangible. I never thought my pain could turn to shame so quickly. I'll now live with those moments of despair etched into my skin like a morbid tattoo. They'll forever leave a trail along my body, and tears in their wake.
I never intend for it to happen, and having to live with those moments of quick relief I thought would last forever, it's something I'll never quite come to terms with. Sometimes when I feel melancholy and alone, I'll run my hand over little ridges and bumps and think about how I thought they were my friends, how I thought they could help me, but they turned out to be cold scars and now just distant memories, a tempting idea that could draw anyone in.
And that's what I tell myself. Anyone could be suckered in by their promises of relief. They seem so enticing. But the next morning, I wake with the bitter taste of remorse and shallow promises buried under my skin. And yet, I'm not angry, and I'm not disappointed anymore. My old memories have merged into my body, and they've become a part of my narrative. A story with pitfalls, just like my body, a novel with sharp edges and dull thoughts, a life that doesn't always end happily, that keeps going without fail.
No. After looking at all of these sleepless nights, how could I be ashamed of all I've overcome? Against all odds, I've made it this far, so no. I wouldn't say that I'm proud. I wouldn't say that I'm cured, and I wouldn't say that I'm thankful. But I am hopeful. This is my family. David, Jenny, Elliot, Daisy, and me, Caroline, the Montgomerys. And this is the family portrait that hangs above the mantel in our living room. My mother loves this portrait. I can see why. It is pretty perfect. Then again, it's all fake. A more accurate portrait would look more like this. I think it's funny how every family has a side like this, but not a single one will show it. It makes you feel alone when you're different, an anomaly. My mother met my father in college when he came to the vegan cafe she worked at. My parents were real hippies back in the day. My mom used to want to join the Peace Corps or Doctors Without Borders. That was before she got pregnant. Now she's some accountant's secretary. She makes ends meet, but I always thought she kind of resented us for keeping her from the life she could have had.
Elliot, Caroline, get up.
Morning, Mom.
Morning, sweetheart. Where's your sister?
Morning. Elliot, let's go.
Oh, breakfast, Caroline. Sit.
Mom, can I go to Hannah's house tonight? We're working on a history project.
Uh-huh. Well, are you still failing Spanish?
Mom?
Rounded, Caroline.
Yeah, grounded, Caroline.
Shut up, Daisy.
Make me stupid.
I'm failing a class.
For God's sakes,
Dropping like a
girls,
ball.
just stop, okay?
Dad, Mom won't let me go out yet again.
For God's sakes, Ginny, do you have to cause so many conflicts?
I am not the issue here.
I don't see why it's a problem for you every time I let the girls go out.
She needs to be disciplined. She needs to
Discipline
learn.
for what? You're causing the problems here.
When we were younger, my dad and Daisy were like two peas in a pod. That was before Dad got promoted and Daisy became the wild child. Now Dad's always stressed and always working and always fighting with Mom or Daisy or me.
David, do you have a second? We need to talk about Daisy.
Can I wait? I'm working.
Not really, David.
Ginny, I'm working.
You can't keep avoiding this conversation. There's obviously a problem here. I think we should get her help. I don't know, try therapy?
For God's sakes, Jen, she doesn't need therapy. She needs to be more responsible.
David!
I can't... She's an adult, and she needs to start acting like one. The best thing you do for her is stop treating her like a baby.
Daisy is the black sheep of our family. She was a party girl all throughout high school and then dropped out after a year of college when she realized that the only reason she enrolled was for the parties. Daisy's a hurricane.
Hey, Daisy. Whoa. Come on, let's sit down.
I'll get you some water.
We'll go upstairs in a minute, all right? Here.
Don't let Dad see me.
Shh, we won't.
Oh.
Promise. It's gonna be okay. I love you. It's gonna be okay.
I guess there's not anything particularly remarkable about me. I guess you could say I'm the Frankenstein's monster of the rest of us. My dad used to joke that Mom and I were like two peas in a pod. My dad and I have never been close, but we're both incredibly stubborn. Daisy and I were polar opposites growing up, except now I'm following in her footsteps and getting in trouble. And Elliot, well, Elliot's too good for the rest of us.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Caroline. Happy birthday to you. What'd you wish for?
I'm not telling you.
That it was a car.
No.
Maybe she wished she didn't have to share a room with her sister anymore.
I don't know, Caroline. Didn't you wish Mom and Dad weren't such assholes?
Daisy, be quiet.
What? Dad can joke, but I can't.
Daisy,
Mom, let it go.
Be quiet, Caroline.
you guys are ruining
Shut up, Caroline.
No, this is exactly wrong. You guys are just so
The only problem that we have is this one-year-old college dropout with nothing going for her but alcoholism.
And calm down.
Shut up, both of you!
No! This is no longer my family. Elliot came along 2 years after Daisy did, when my parents finally decided to settle down and move to the suburbs. My dad likes to tell the story of his second birthday. They had just moved in, and Mom and Dad got into a fight after dinner. Elliot shoved a piece of cake into my dad's mouth and uttered his very first words, "Shut up." Elliot was a pacifist in a family of fighters, The Rock. Sometimes he was the only thing keeping us together.
Damn it, Jenny, be careful.
Jesus, Dad, chill.
Caroline, don't you dare speak to me like that.
Stop being such an asshole, Mom.
Jenny,
Caroline, be quiet.
No.
Why are you telling her to be quiet? She's trying to defend you.
no one needs to defend your mother.
Obviously we do.
Daisy, Caroline, just go
Are you
upstairs.
kidding?
You're
No,
right.
Just stop it!
Hello? Yes, this is she. This is my family. Before we were a little broken, now a little more so. We are similar to other families in that way, because families fight, we get in arguments, we say things we shouldn't, and we go through things that are too painful to say aloud, much less put on stage. Sometimes we lose the only thing keeping us together, but we heal. We always heal.
This story is told in 3 parts. The girl, from the city of Saint-Étienne, France. The boy, an American, and the bomb, uniquely American. Which, being a bomb, doesn't have a name, so will henceforth be called the bomb. Now, this story happened some time ago, but it also happened yesterday. It's going to happen today, tomorrow, and every day. Now. Because as long as there are bombs, there will always be girls and boys who could have, should have, or would have loved each other, but couldn't, shouldn't, or wouldn't. Such is the nature of girls and boys and bombs. We'll start with the girl, Amelia. She was 3 months older than the boy, born in Saint-Étienne, grew up in Saint-Étienne, and was still living in Saint-Étienne.
But I don't want to. I want to go to London and Rome and New York and Paris and the Congo and...
She longed to travel. She was exceptionally bright, always receiving top marks in school. Now she was studying to become a teacher.
But it's not what I wanted to be.
No, it wasn't what she wanted to be growing up.
I wanted to be an explorer, like in books. I wanted to travel to new worlds, new lands. I wanted to be the first to try exotic new worlds and write about strange cultures and tame wild beasts. I wanted to lead a team of men into uncharted territory, not knowing what danger might face them, and... well, Mother said that I was born too late to explore the world, because everything had already been discovered. And even if it hadn't, Mother said, exploring should be of no interest to girls. Girls shouldn't want danger or exotic new experiences, even though I would have liked that very much. But I like teaching. It's similar if you think about it.
Of course. Now, the boy was less ambitious. His father was a farmer, a man who did his simple work with a quiet dignity. Joseph had always wanted to be
Farmer. The kind of man who does his simple work with a quiet dignity.
Yes, but war was no place for farmers, or simple work, or dignity. He was drafted shortly after his 19th birthday, and his superiors found him so skilled at war that they turned him into a pilot.
I suppose there's some dignity in it, of course. In the last war, the flying aces were the knights of the war. I suppose it would be a great honor to die for one's country.
But he's not going to die for country. He's going to go home, but he won't be able to become his father the way he wanted. He won't be able to buy enough land, and he will not be able to bring the tired soil back to life. He's going to become a banker or shopkeeper or accountant, something of the sort. It doesn't matter. He's going to live his life in an office instead of in the air or on the ground. His walls will be made of plaster and wood instead of non-existent. He's going to marry a girl when he's 26, mostly because that's what he felt he should do. He's going to have 4 children, too many grandchildren to count. Then he's going to die at the age of 76 after a complication during surgery, and all of his children and grandchildren will come to the funeral and not say much, because although they loved Joseph, no one could say his life was particularly interesting.
That's not how it was supposed to be.
Pardon?
That's not how it was supposed to be, was it?
That's how it was.
But she's right. That's not how it was supposed to happen. I wasn't supposed to marry that girl.
That's who you did marry.
But I wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to marry you. We wouldn't have been married in a church.
Of course not. We'd be married in...
The open. On a cliff overlooking the ocean, or a forest with choirs of birds, or a meadow with the mountains as our witness.
And I wouldn't have let you become a banker or a shopkeeper or accountant, and you wouldn't have let me become a teacher.
No, we would have been better than that. We would have found a way to keep the ground, to own the land we stand on. We'd run the farm, you and I. We would make things, not fiddle over numbers and receipts. We would grow things like corn and wheat and potatoes. We would have adventures.
And we could plant apple trees right outside the house. And we could pick them every fall.
We'd make apple pies and apple jelly and apple sauce. We'd have more than we knew what to do with every fall.
We could build a tree house in one of them, you know, for the children.
Children?
We'd have 3. Or, no, 4. 5?
6. All even. 3 girls and 3 boys.
6 then. The boys would be named Abe and Atticus and Astor.
And the girls would be called Beatrice, Briar, and Bonnie.
Abe would be an inventor. He would create the most amazing things.
Atticus would be a writer with prolific stories in his head.
And Astor would be a traveler. He would go anywhere and everywhere the wind would take him.
Beatrice would
be a speaker. She changed the world the way she spoke, so eloquently and clever.
And Barbara would be a singer with this loud and clear voice that would make you believe in love.
Bonnie, she'd be...
Dead.
Excuse me?
She'd be dead. She gets sick when she's young, I don't know, 6 or 7. Some illness that they'd cure in a few years. Polio, maybe. And after she's dead, you'd realize that the world wasn't as kind as you both like to think it was. You blame each other.
If you had noticed.
You had fed her better.
If you had been here.
You had taken her to the hospital.
If you had listened.
If you had been a better mother! I didn't mean that.
You fight like that all the time. It always ending with one of you crying. Your children would grow to resent you for always fighting.
I would grow to resent him.
We're not getting a divorce. That's not how things should be done, not with us.
So we stay married?
Unhappily.
It can't always be this unhappy, can it?
Of course not. I mean, you'd still have adventures, romance, love. Some days, well, you would have.
We would go on adventures, wouldn't we? You know, they say we would. I know we would have, even if we fought. Even if we were unhappy, we could still have joy, we could still be excited about things. I won't say we can be content. I never wanted to be content. We would always be looking for more, wouldn't we?
We always would be.
Would you bring me flowers?
Yes, of course, I bring you your favorite.
Tulips?
I bring you tulips every day.
But you won't.
Why not?
The bomb. Early in the May of 1944, Joseph was put into a plane and told to fly to Saint-Étienne.
Wait a minute.
This he did without question, because he was never going to be a man who asked questions.
But I didn't know.
Under the cover of darkness, he and 12 other men are going to fly over Saint-Étienne and drop 12 bombs on the city.
Amelia, I didn't know!
Joseph doesn't know that he's going to kill a few hundred people that night. Joseph doesn't know that among those dead would be Amelia. Joseph doesn't know Amelia, and he never will. Joseph is going to go home, but he won't be able to become his father the way
You already said that!
Amelia. Amelia doesn't become a teacher, or a farmer's wife, or a mother, or an adventurer. Amelia becomes a grave. For a few years, her parents will leave flowers there until they too become graves. After that, flowers will only be left occasionally by good Samaritans who won't ever know who she was or would have been.
Will they ever bring me tulips?
Occasionally.
I wouldn't have done it if I had known. I didn't know I could have loved Amelia. No one told me.
I know.
It's not fair. It's not fair that she died and I got to live.
It's not.
Then why did it happen?
Haven't you been listening? Such is the nature of girls and boys and bombs. What more do you want to know?
Girls and boys and bombs are a part of the world. This can't be the nature of the world. This can't be what happens. It's not fair. It's not fair.
What do you want me to say? That these things can't happen? Never happened? Won't? I can't say that. I can't say that. Such is the nature of girls and boys and bombs.
My life, through several important conversations I've had, or wish I had. You don't always say the right things at the right times to the right people. We don't need to take back the things we wish we had said. We made mistakes. I have made many. Here was the first. Dad. I wish you had read me that book, Dad. I wish I could have known you. I wish I could have said to you, please don't leave, Dad. We need you. I need you. Aaron. Hey, what are we doing after school today?
I gotta go home. My mom's pissed.
What about football?
Guess I can't make it.
That sucks. Hey, wish me luck at tryouts.
Good luck.
Aaron, if I would have known that'd be the last time I'd ever see you, I would have said something else. I would have told you how much you meant to me, to this world, that I never want to lose you. Hey, Aaron, how are you?
I'm doing okay, Charlie. Just some stuff's been going on.
Jeez, I'm sorry, man. What's going on?
It's just that there's a lot of fighting and stuff at home. It's pretty bad.
Well, why don't you come stay with me a couple days?
It'd be easy, actually. Thank you.
Yeah, you're my best friend. I'd do anything for you. Molly.
Hey, Charlie. How's your day? Charlie? Where are you going?
I'm sorry, Molly.
Sorry for what? Charlie, what's going on?
I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry. I have to go.
Wait, Charlie, what? Wait,
I'm
what?
sorry. Molly, I'm sorry. Truly sorry. I should have told you the truth. I wasn't ready for Gloria. I pushed myself to get over it too quickly. I never meant to hurt you.
Hey, Charlie, ready for dinner?
Molly, we gotta talk.
Of course, babe, what's up?
I'm so sorry, Molly. It's just too much for me. I thought I was ready, but I don't think I am. You deserve so much better than this. I just can't give it to you. Gloria.
Charlie, I need you to come get me. I can't drive.
Come on, Chloe. I can't drive either.
Charlie, I need you.
Hold on a second, guys. Hey, Gloria, I gotta go. Just call a cab or something. Gloria, I have no words. Nothing. I will never forgive myself for that night. I'm so sorry. Oh, hey, hold on. I'm gonna call you a cab, okay? Text me the address that you're at, alright? I'll meet you there.
I'll be here.
Alright, stay safe. I'll be there soon. I love you.
Love you.
Ryan.
Hey Charlie, how's it going?
Hey man, how are you? I'm okay. What about you?
I'm doing all right. I just got drafted actually.
Oh, that sucks. You probably won't even have to go over anyway.
I don't know. It's getting pretty bad. I think they're gonna need all the
Relax, man. Stop being so serious about everything. Oh, hey, there's Mike. I'm gonna go say hi, alright?
Yeah.
Ryan. Man, if I knew you never were coming home, I would have done things a lot differently. Damn, I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah. I just hope I can get in, do what's right, and get out.
Alright, well, we got one last night. Let's make the most of it. Lily.
Hey,
Hey, Will, it's been forever. It's so good to see you. How are you? Are you still with that one guy, Jason?
Jason. Yeah, I think things have been going well.
Good. Oh, God, I went on this amazing date last week. I gotta tell you about it.
Yeah, in a minute, I actually...
Hold on 1 second, I'm sorry. I have to send this email real quick.
Of course.
Hey, what happened? That's a nasty bruise.
That's actually what I had to talk to you about, Jason.
1 second, I'm sorry. Hello? Yeah, I'll be right there. Lily, I'm so sorry. That was the hospital. My mom, I gotta go.
Of course, I'll call you.
I never did get a call from you. I don't blame you. I wouldn't have. I wish I would have listened to what you were trying to say. I'm sorry you had to go through that alone. You don't deserve that.
closes